Okay, it's been a frustrating day. And I forgot to put the feelers out on the social, so I'm going to have to waste the first 3 minutes doing that. Be with you in a second. I am here, don't you worry. Don't worry. Why does it do that, for God's sake? Okay, right, I think I'm ready to go. I think. What does that look? Does that look all right? Yeah, have I zoomed in too much? It's been a shocking day today for organisation. Can't seem to get anything done. Okay, Violet. What was it? 109, was it? What was my last one? Amethyst Purple. Sorry, if someone's in here, I do apologise. I will be with you genuinely in 2 seconds. What was my last one? It was Amethyst Purple. Right, okay. So next one, Violet 109. Okay. Okay. Haven't even got my pen organised. Which one is it? Where are you? 109, 109, 109. Is it this? Looks like the first one I pick out of that. Okay. We've got the pen done. We've got the live on. Put the feelers out. Can I start drawing now? Is that doable? Let's go. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. Some of these pens feel really weird. Dead Hand, how's it going, my friend? You good? Changing this immediate. I hate that already. Yeah, a few minutes late today. I was a little bit behind on cooking my dinner. I'll say my dinner, everyone's dinner. I had to go and didn't have some of the supplies in, so I had to rush out and get them, which delayed everything, unfortunately, but what are you gonna do? How are you anyway? You good? You had a good week? Yeah, pretty good. Just had a frustrating day, frustrating week, like the week I wanted to say, right, I'm going to get back drawing more, recording more. But just the week is just taken up with other things, and it's just annoying. Like, the entirety of yesterday was lost because we had a meeting with a secondary school at 5 o'clock. That ran all the way through till, what, 6, half 6, then dinner's not done till 8, and it's just a day gone. I was out all day Wednesday, but that's fine because that's your missus' birthday. You always have that day off, so that's fine. But yeah, just days like that, just a bit frustrating at the minute, especially when you're trying to sort of get things going again. So let me just bring this down. I need to focus a bit more on upselling my shop because I don't think anyone knows it exists. Coob, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you in here. I was just saying to Dead Hand, I'm a little bit late today, but you're both here, so it's all good. Just need Uni to pop in and that's complete, innit? Let me just move. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. There's a new, well, I don't know how new they are, but there's an artist who followed me on TikTok recently whose work is amazing. I didn't even know they'd followed me, or I don't remember seeing the notification that they'd followed me. But I think you'd both appreciate their work. I'll just find it for you. Give me 1 second. So the artist is, he's called Synth, S-Y-M-T-H, and his work is just, like, his work is awesome. Like, very much Peter draws, which ain't no bad thing. But yeah, just love it. Very highly detailed. I'm sure you'll both appreciate it. But yeah, if I don't know if they've got an Instagram. I haven't checked anything out. But yeah, you'll be in for a treat. Oh, they are on Instagram. I haven't checked Instagram. Like I said, they commented on a video today of mine, and I thought, check them out, and oh Oh, I say. Good, isn't he? Yeah, his work's awesome, isn't it? Absolutely sublime. So, yeah, that's the one, Synth. Absolutely superb work. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? I love following artists like him, or discovering artists like him, because it makes me think, right, I need to step up my game here. I need to really get a shift on. Because that's what you want. Very well. Violet, this one. It's one of those pens that, like, the ink comes out quite thick and fast. It's a nice colour though. Like I say, we're getting through the purples now. We'll be on the blues soon. Amoto Pete, how's it going? I am back, yeah, a bit later than I wanted to be today, but I am back. Thank you for returning. Thank you for coming back. It's good to see you. We were just talking about an artist that started following me recently. And I don't, like I said, I don't remember getting that notification that they followed me. He's called Synth. If you like my artwork, you'll definitely like his artwork. It's elite. It's his levels. How are you anyway, Pete? You've had a good week? All that kind of stuff? Have you been up to much? freehanding. Yeah, still doing the same thing as always. It's still on the good old dot grid paper. Like I said, this series has been running for donkeys now. Episode 52 we're on here. Excusez-moi. Oh, sorry for burp a couple of times. I had to wolf down my dinner today. Me tea. Where will go from here? Oh, sorry. Yes, these ones I sorry, I misunderstood you there, Pete. Yeah, these ones I just draw. I don't plan them out. I just kind of start and then see what happens. If there's like a shape or a feeling I get for it, I'll just sort of crack on, see where I end up. They're not all gems. Sometimes I get them wrong, but hopefully I get more of them looking decent than not. I suppose the process I have is, like I said, I like to work from basic shapes. So I'll kind of go from line to line, then I'll maybe add a shape here, fill in a gap here, do another shape here, and just sort of see where I go with it. The one thing I try and avoid is not necessarily symmetry, but I suppose repeat patterns. So for example, this shape here I'm really aware of, so I don't want to kind of draw the same shape here. So I'll try and draw something completely different there. If I was going to do a U shape, I'd do it the opposite to this one, for example. So this one's kind of higher up on the left side. I'd make sure that it's either wider on the bottom or higher up on the right side. So that's how I think about it. I always try and avoid the same shapes. Or if I draw the same shape, I'll make sure it's miles away from when I originally drew it. If that makes sense. But yeah, with the graffiti stuff that I've done before, I'm not as confident with that yet, so that's why I kind of pencil that in first. It's a bit harder with the graffiti as well because I have to actually draw a word out with it, so there always needs to be some sort of planning with that. That's not to say I'd never fully go freestyle, wild style, however you want to say it. Like even with the drawing to drawing, I'll try and have the number on the opposite side as well, or not the same side at least. So in the drawing I did before this one, the number was on the left, so this time I'm going to do it on the right. Sometimes I'll put it in the middle, but it just depends on the drawing. My graffiti tag, if you like, is Jambar, Jambar. So it's just my name, my full name shortened down. I did think about creating a tag for myself, but I enjoy writing the sequence of letters Jambar so much that I just thought I'll not change it. Like 6 letters is quite long for a graffiti tag name, like the normally 4 letters seems to be the most common. But like I said, I just enjoy drawing that sequence of letters so much that I just stuck with it, I kept it. Yeah. Just keeps it simple, doesn't it? Like, the thing is, though, I don't even know how I'd start to come up with my own graffiti name. Like, I'd want it to have a meaning. But I wouldn't know. Like, I mean, I think Pixel was an early one I thought of, but I just didn't like the sequence that Pixel, or Pixle, sorry. I mean, Pixel is the correct way to spell it, and I was maybe going to do Pixel, but I just didn't like it. Like, I just thought, nah. And because I was practicing with Jambar so much, and like I said, I like the way the letters pan out. I thought, no, I'm not going to change it. But yeah, with these ones, like Coob says, these are just random kind of mess arounds I do. I think it was Dead Hand and Coob at the start who suggested like watching me draw in real time, which gave me the idea to live stream. So this is basically just a drawing that I'll I'll just do. Like, I don't know where it's going to end up or what. We'll see. Sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. With this series, for the most part, I've liked most of them. There's been a few that I've just been a bit like, nah. I have found one advantage, I think I did say this last time, of not going live on TikTok anymore. I've seen a couple of artists on TikTok, like was it today and yesterday, and I thought, it still does look alright to stream on there for other things, but I just thought, no, I get to listen to my music again whilst I'm streaming on here, which is nice. Helps me concentrate a bit more. Ooh, a bit lower than I wanted. Got 5 in here today, that's a nice average for me. Welcome everybody. Still waiting on that 10 though, aren't we? We'll get there. I'll always remember that day where I had 9. What a day. I used to write under a bunch of names when I used to actually write. That's good actually, when you write. So what, you write the... When you say that, do you mean like if you're writing with the colour blue, you'll write the word blue? Is that what you mean? Am I reading that right? Excuse me. Because that's actually a really good way to practice. Because you get used to writing different combinations of letters together. Yeah, no, this isn't a graffiti piece. No. I suppose if you saw there the J, maybe. But no, this one isn't a graffiti piece. No, no, no. No, this is kind of based on... Let me try and find... So, because, again, the advantages of freeing up this phone, I can show you now. So... What's a good example? So like, I'm just trying to find a good example of what. So I suppose you see this, so these sort of structures on the side, that's not a great example, but do you get what I mean? Like, I suppose that's probably the best. So you see these kind of big ships like this. Like that way you can see all the kind of mechanical bits in the middle, and each of the blockier bits is something else. That kind of thing. But yeah, no, this one definitely isn't a graffiti piece. It's graffiti inspired though. There are elements of graffiti that inspire me to do this. Like I showed them before, so Lick was a good example, L-I-K. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, 100%. So like there was a graffiti artist I showed the other day. I can't remember if it was the graffiti stream or another one. So Lick, he's called L-I-K. Does is one of my favourite ones. So that does, but that's not, I would say that's not kind of his typical work, does. Like if anyone has seen Does his work before. There, so that's Lick. So that's the kind of stuff that I mean. That's kind of he's like a big, heavy inspiration on my work. So just simple structures like this. Really good. That's a big inspiration. Like he's a graffiti artist, and so like pixel art, graffiti art are the main ones. There's a drawing in here actually. The boys will be familiar with, and I am thinking about printing it as like a special edition. Where is it? There were some of my earlier pieces. I've always liked this one. I might do that. But where are you? There, that one. That's probably the most obvious kind of inspiration from Lick that I've done. This one here. That's one of my favourite drawings that I've done. But I'm a bit weird with my own drawings. Like I'll see like a drawing of mine that I think, oh, that's really good, I really like that. But then I'll kind of not do it again. I'll just do it once and be like, oh, that's enough. And it's like, well, no, why don't you do another one like that? I've got a can of Iron Brew in my fridge. Do I have that tonight? Might get another one tomorrow. But yeah, that's but yeah, I've not done as much graffiti art because I'm not as confident in my graffiti art. Like, I've still got quite a bit to work on in terms of where I want it to be. Like I think I showed you this the other day, where this is where I started it. Like I do like this, but again, I think I mentioned this the other day where someone in the graffiti group basically told me about readability, and it's true. Like the A isn't readable. Again, I like the drawing, but there's just nothing that's closer to one of these. Again, that's another one I really like. I like the combination of everything, but there's no readability there. I think, weirdly, you can make a little bit out there, but that one was a bit better. I do like that, but I think I just chose the wrong combo of stuff. Like, there's a lot of these drawings that I like that I love this one, but again, I think it was the M that's just a jumble of mess. And that's one of my favourite ones. Like, I really like that one. So, yeah, but I just thought it's not quite there, I think. So that's why I've started to do... Yeah, I've thought about animation, but because I'd like to do those kind of drawings or these kind of drawings in like a pixel art style. So graffiti that's pixelated, or specific, or not. I don't mean like draw a picture and then like press the pixel filter. I mean actually deliberately draw it as a pixel art piece and then animate it. So like some of the panels flip over to reveal different colors, like the wires sway in the background, something like that. I'd really like to do something like that. But I think my problem is I'll think, oh, that's going to be a great idea. And my brain will run away with it thinking I've got to go and do that. But it's like, no. Get the basic stuff done first. Like practice the sort of fundamentals of graffiti, if you like, before you start getting excited about overly complicated pieces, because you'll just drown yourself and not get anything done. It's always been a big problem of mine. Yeah, one day. I always keep thinking to myself, one day I'll get there. But just, keep yourself disciplined to do your work as you should be. Metro PCS. I've not heard of it. Cricket or Metro PCS? I'll have to look that up. What was it? Metro. I think I know what you mean. Like, do you mean like Zedge? Zedge is that it's like that hub you can get animated wallpapers from. Do you mean like that? It's just that I've not heard Metro PCS before. So I'm just putting the music back on. All right. I do think I know what you mean. I'm trying to think back to the smartphone I had in the early noughties. Or sorry, the mobile phone. I had the... Which one did I have? I do think I know what you mean, though. So I had a couple of Sony Ericssons. There was like but I'm thinking before that even. Like the grey, almost like a Game Boy type screen. Some of them had like the old. There was an old Sony one that looked a bit like that. I can't quite describe it, but I do think I know what you mean. Not quite Nokia 3210, but like a little bit after that, I think is what you mean. Am I right? Like when the Motorola Razr and all them kind of things. Yeah, I do. I do kind of know what you mean. Like I can just about picture it in my head, like all those old. Like it was pre. It was like, it's like the era just before the iPhone, wasn't it? Because when was the iPhone? Like 2000 and. That was kind of late noughties, wasn't it, the iPhone? Am I remembering that? Because it was the iPod. The iPod was first. So it was like the original iPod era, where it was like the white brick with the grey screen. And then the iPhone came out. The iPhone must have been late noughties, early tens. Late 10 seems too late. When did I get my first Galaxy Note? That was early 2000s. Oh, I can't fucking remember. I know what you mean anyway, Pete. Sixth grade, I would have been out of uni, so I would have been, what, 25? Yeah, I would have been sort of early to mid 20s, I would have been. Back when I was working in a call centre. Wishing to get fired from that fucking job. Yeah, my first phone was a Nokia 3210. 26. I'm 12 years. I'm 38. I'm 39 in a few weeks. I know, man. In one way, like I can do the whole woe is me, oh I'm getting old, but in some ways it's kind of fun, like thinking back to certain times. Like I'm showing my son now, so it was hilarious. I'll show you something. Right, this is hilarious. So my missus showed my son a picture of this. You're a bit of a weird age, so you would have been born what, in the 90s? So it's what, you're 26. 98 you would have been born? Yeah, 1998 you would have been born, right? 90s. So do you know, I'm sure you'll know, like you're not that young, so do you know what one of those is? I'm sure you'll know what one of these is. Try and cover up the... Has my stream completely stopped, by the way? I think it's paused, that's why. Yeah, on YouTube it's completely paused. Hang on. Refresh it. Stupid thing. Yeah, so do you know what one of these is? That's just right. Okay, yeah, I didn't think you were that young. So I showed a picture, or my missus showed a picture of one of these to my son, and she said, "What do you think that is?" And he said, "Is it an oven?" Because it kind of half looked like an air fryer from the front because of the dial. So it wasn't that ridiculous to guess when he said it. I'm like, okay, I kind of get it, because on the front of our air fryer there's like a knob similar to that you'd see on that. But it was hilarious that he said that, and I thought, yeah, I miss the 90s. But I sort of say to him that I think the 90s was kind of perfect because yeah, all the little dials and stuff. But I love the 90s because it was when it was in the sort of days of the SNES and the N64, PlayStation 1. So you kind of had the perfect amount of video game time, but going out as well. Like, obviously everyone's got tablets and phones and stuff now, but because you didn't have the tablet, the smartphone, I think, has changed a lot. Yeah, PS1. My first experience of a video game console was the Spectrum Sinclair when I was 5. I used to watch my sister play a game called Mr. Wino. I think the first one we had was the Amiga 500 as a family console. And then my brother got a SNES, which he passed down to me, which I still have. But yeah, that is the one decade I would actually time travel back to, just to have, just to wander around, just to have a look. Would be the 90s. I absolutely loved the 90s. I lived in Germany as well for half of it, and it was awesome. It was so good. Yeah, 1998, when you were born, I would have been 13. So I would have been in year... Yeah, 12/13, so I would have been in year 8. Yeah, Dead Hand and I are the same age. I think, are you slightly... I think you're like a couple of months older than me, are you, Dead Hand? Or is it the other way around? I'm a couple of months older than you. I can't remember. I can't remember if you're 39 already. But yeah, next month I turn 13. In fact, we're in July already, actually. I don't know what month it is anymore. No, it's still... Well, my birthday is 1 month exactly from today. I'll be 39. Nah, sprites are the best. Yeah, you'd be in the year above me at school, yeah. Although September, though. In fact, I think we'd be in the same year then. Even though you're just about a year older than me, I think, because it's September to August, isn't it? So I think we'd actually be in the same year at school. Because you're September 84 then, I'm assuming. Oh, no, because you're... Yeah, no, my brain's broken. Yeah, you're September 84. Yeah, we'd be in the same year at school. I'm sure I'm right on that. Yeah, we'd be in the same year at school. But you'd be the older end of it. Right, I'm going to go a little bit rogue here. A109. Instead of doing the boring right at the end, I'm going to do it here. But no, even though I'm getting on a bit, I do actually like the fact I was born when I was born. Because I'm glad I got to experience that. I was from the age of 5 to 15 when I experienced the 90s, and I just loved it. I just thought it was perfect. And I loved sort of having the early part of my 20s and the noughties as well. Yes, code is something I always struggled with. I maybe wish I'd tried to learn it a bit better when I was younger. Go on then, Coob, let's have a look. Oh, excuse me, burpage. Nice, Coob. That's really good. See, your work makes me think I should practice my 3D more. Yeah, that's really good, mate. As always, though. Your work. So I don't know if you follow Coob, Pete. We were the last generation. Yeah, I like the fact that we've kind of experienced the transition from the old generation to the new, like the switch from, I don't know if analog's the right word I'm looking for, but over to sort of the new smartphone era, if you like. I quite like that. I've experienced that switch. To go outside. Yeah, if you like my stuff, Pete, you'll love Coob's stuff. His work's really, really good. Yeah, Coob was one of those fellow artists who I remember seeing on Instagram thinking, fuck, I really like that work. Wish I'd done something like that. And then he tagged me saying that he'd seen my work. I was like, oh, nice one. Because I'd seen your work and thought, oh, I really want to do something around that. Yeah, he's good, isn't he? The stuff he does on his iPad, his digital stuff, man, makes me really, really, really want an iPad. My last few lines have been utter dog shit. What am I doing? I know, sorry, I keep, the stand that it's on, I keep knocking it. It's like part of it's hanging off my desk and I keep nudging it. It's this bit here. I don't want to move my camera, but yeah, I keep knocking it with my elbow, sorry. Hang on, let me move it over a bit. Yes, I do. Yeah, Coob doesn't put any... I am right in saying this, aren't I, Coob? You don't put any of your art on your YouTube channel. It's on your Instagram. So I'll show you Coob's Insta. And yes, his music is quality as well. So Coob's, I'll put my favourite work of his up. So Coob's work is stuff like this. Like, that is mint, I think. That is so good. And that's one of my favourites. So that piece actually inspired... As I drop everything, because that's just the way things go for me at the minute. Ugh. So that piece there... Not that one. Yeah, that piece there inspired where is it? Yeah, that one. That piece, so that piece of Coob's inspired that drawing of mine. But that's his stuff. It's mint, innit? I absolutely love this stuff. That's my favourite stuff that Coob does. Like, the colours are just, oh, mwah. Like, even that's genuinely one of my favourite pieces that you've done. I just absolutely love the choice of colours that you made and the simplicity of the shapes, the way they knit together, and its composition is just ooch. Superb. And then the hand of, yeah, follow Coob, he's mint. His work's awesome. That stuff as well. Yeah, that's just so good. Like, the lines that go through the shapes are just... Mwah. Here's Da Coob is da man. What were we saying, sorry, there? Do you listen to music? Yes, I do. So the music I listen to... So my My favourite music of all time is rock and metal. That's where I kind of lie. So basically, back in the day when I used to watch Kerrang before I went to college, so anything from like Metallica, Slipknot, my brain's Avenged Sevenfold, all the way through to the sort of softer stuff like Blink-182, Sum 41, Green Day. I even like Nickelback, hair metal, any kind of rock and metal, pretty much anything, emo. But because I'm getting an old fart now, the music I listen to when I work is sort of synthwave, new wave. So I started getting more into electronic stuff like Daft Punk, which is one of my favourite bands of all time. I listen to synthwave stuff, so stuff like this. That's what I'm listening to now. So like synthwave stuff, this kind of stuff. Get loads of other random crap on here. Yeah, so saxophone stuff. Well, not just sax. What's the bloody thing now? I'll show you my playlist, actually, that'll probably be easier. Yeah, this YouTube channel that I watch my stuff on, so that's all the old stuff I used to have. But I private, I took it all down because this is my YouTube channel I use for watching stuff. It's not my art channel, so there's nothing on it. But yeah, there you go. So this is all the kind of stuff that I would listen to. So bands like Sunglasses Kid, Carpenter Brut, the Hotline Miami soundtrack, basically. All this kind of stuff. When I'm working, this is the stuff I like to listen to because I find it easier to concentrate to. Whereas if I listen to all the rock and metal stuff I love, I'll just be headbanging to it. Yeah, all this sort of stuff is what I like when I work specifically. I'd love to play it for you, but YouTube will copyright me, so I can't. That was the only good thing. It wasn't the only good thing, I'm just a bit salty still, but it was one of the good things about streaming on TikTok. You could play music in the background and they wouldn't strike you for it. Yeah. Yeah, he's class, isn't he? But the thing is with Coob, I love Coob's work because every time I see a new piece he does, it makes me think, oh, I need to do this, or I really want to do that. That's one of the things I love about his work. And his music is top class as well. Yeah, with the graffiti, like with the graffiti crowd, like their music's sort of taste is always hip hop, which some of it is amazing. Like I do love some hip hop, but a lot of it I just doesn't kind of hit home with me, you know. yeah, I remember doing animation at uni. It is a lot. Like, I'd love to do some animation work, like little cartoons, little comedy tunes, but animation is really hard, and it is a lot of work. I know you can shorten the process with like I've got this book. This is a book I got first week of uni. Am I able to get it out without tearing down my entire bookshelf? It's an absolute flipping whopper of a book. Fuck. Okay. So this absolute behemoth here. So I've had this for 20 years now. So it teaches you like the absolute fundamentals of everything in animation. It's an absolute monster. Like, look at the size of that figure. Absolute beast. It does work though, because we did, like I say, for the first 6 weeks of uni, we did animation, and we had a brand new student loan. So I thought, fuck it, I'll get this and actually learn about it. But when our course actually started, we didn't get to use this as much. But yeah, it was, for like the fundamentals of animation, it was really, really good. It still is really, really good. Yeah, but we had to do, because we worked in 3D, so when I did my course at uni, it was keyframes. So like, you'd open up Maya, we were using at the time, you'd have like a cube in front of you, or a sphere, and you'd have to move the vertices. So instead of drawing everything by hand, it was you put in the location in space of where the vertices would be. So when we had to do a bouncing ball animation. It's buried in my hard drive somewhere. None of it was drawing. You were always doing keyframes and all that kind of stuff, which was fun, but like I say, it took away from me actually drawing anything. So then basically skill fade is what happens over time. So I basically had to relearn how to draw over the course of a lot of time. Yeah, animation is very, very hard. It's satisfying, like when you do something like that. Ball took me maybe 2 lessons. So what's that? 2 to 4 hours it took me. That's just a ball. But yeah, when you actually nail it, it is really satisfying. Like I say, it's just heavy duty stuff, you know. I'm going to head out. Chat, vid, catch you on the flip. No worries, Pete. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Like I say, I'll be doing these drawings every Monday and Friday. I normally start between 5:30 and 6. Just today was a little bit later. And if ever there's a reason I can't stream, I do try and put it on the community bit. Like if I'm away with family or whatever. But yeah, next time I'm streaming will definitely be Monday, but I might try and go for a sneaky one on Sunday. But thank you again so much for stopping in. We'll hope to catch you next time, my friend. hopefully we have a new regular to the gang. That'd be cool. And like I say, boys, one day we'll get to the magic 10. We'll get there. Oh, you've got ribs on. Flipping love ribs. Oh, ribs are elite. They're so good. I introduced my son to ribs a few years back and it was absolutely life-changing for him. He was like, what is this? Wizardry. Half-time snacks at the ready. I've got some Smarties and some Skittles. In fact, we can actually have some snack wars this time. I'll wait for you two to return and then I'll show you what mine are. Can I just move you over here? Where you normally are. There you go, that's better. That's why it looks all funky, because there you go. Where's my bag? Do you know what? I think I might have this tonight. Excuse me, that's disgusting. we're going to have a snack off, boys. I have returned. Go on then. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Well, you can't really show me, but tell me what you've got. Made a tortilla wrap, turkey, cheese and lettuce. Nice. Nice. Just water today. That's actually a solid snack. A wrap is very, very good. I do like a wrap. Bit savoury with the sweet. Nothing wrong with water as well. This is my snackage today. So I've got some Smarties. I actually forgot I had these. And I ended up buying some wild berry flavoured Skittles because they are delicious and they were out of normal ones. My son and daughter came out with like a mini bag of Skittles and I got really envious. And for my drink, this is where I win by default. Best drink on the planet. Skittles you can keep, really. But yes, this is the best drink in the world. I'll be having that afterwards. Nah, Skittles are great. That's an interesting one. I've never heard that before about Skittles. I do know what you mean with some of the sweeties that they feel a bit odd. Like there was one I had yesterday. Give me 1 second. I mean, I personally like them, but... So... I'll try and show... So... I had a bag of these yesterday. Right? They taste... I think they taste really good, but... It's kind of, I don't know if you can see it, there's like powder in there. So basically what it is, if you can imagine, I suppose, you know, like pellets that you give rabbits and guinea pigs. So they look like that. And they taste, they've got the consistency of, like, it's like crumbly chocolate with chocolate powder on them. Like, I can imagine people think that's like a weird texture for chocolate, but I personally really like them. I would definitely get a bag of them again, but like 1 trillion calories, so I'm not going to get them too often. But I know what you mean, though. Some foods can be a bit a bit strange. Pellets go in, pellets come out. Nah, trust me, it doesn't come out the same way it goes in. You can believe that. Today I'm going to go for some dottage with the detail because I don't do dottage enough and I like it. These chocolate wafer balls. Yeah, I love stuff like that. I quite like minstrels, not because you do it in the same way, but you know, like when you bite them just soft enough to kind of crack the shell, so you can crunch on the shell and then get the bits underneath. I like sweets that do that. I mean, yeah, exactly. Not quite done. Yeah, we were just discussing each other's snacks. I was saying as you were gone, Dead Hand, that I introduced my son to ribs a few years back, and it was like a life-changing experience for him. They're so well, a good rack of ribs are just amazing. There's a restaurant where I live called Cactus Jack's, and one of the things I always get is the barbecue chicken and ribs combo. So you get half a rack of ribs and a barbecue chicken breast, and it's just, oh. I don't have such snacks today. My snacks today are Kuba saying that he's got a what was it, a turkey, lettuce, and what else did you have in there? Cheese wrap, which is very, very good, and those salted caramel balls. I've got Smarties, Skittles, and the best drink in the world. I mean, it just is. Let's be real here. It is the sugar-free one. It is extra, so you can deduct me 1/4 of a point for that, but it still tastes great. It's a very unique flavour, but it is class. It's so good, Iron Brew. Oh, you take back those words. It's all right. It's awesome. It tastes like nothing you've ever tasted before. Like you'll drink it and go, I don't know what this tastes like. Take that back. How dare you? It's all right. How dare you? Freaking delicious. There was a channel on TikTok I used to see pop up quite often, and he'd review or he'd rate your meal deals. So like in the UK, like pretty much, I'm only joshing. It's built into my DNA as a Scot. I have to violently protect the integrity of Irn-Bru. It's just a reaction. Anytime anyone says anything negative about Irn-Bru, it's like a reflex. But no, I know. But yeah, there was a guy. I forget his name. So in the UK, like every major supermarket, like Tesco, Asda, Morrison's, even the chemist places like Boots, I think Superdrug has one, Aldi, Co-op, all the major shops have meal deals, which is where you can get a sandwich. So you can get like ham sandwich, chicken mayo. I think wraps are included in it. All various flavours. A drink, so that can be, it's usually a bottle, like a 500ml bottle of Coke, Pepsi, water. I think there's like innocent smoothies, even cans of Red Bull, and crisps or a chocolate bar. And he used to rate your choices. And one of the things that made me completely discount his opinion was the fact that he rated Diet Coke as the best drink, which is insane to me. Like, full fat Coke is better than full fat Pepsi. This is my opinion. So a normal can of Coca-Cola is better than a normal can of Pepsi. But Pepsi Max is far superior to Diet Coke. The Diet Coke drinks are shit, in my opinion. But Diet Coke is awful. Regular Coke's good, but I can only really drink that now on hangovers. Like, it makes your teeth, because it's so sugary, it makes your teeth go all furry. I don't really know what to do here. I don't know, I can't figure out what to do there. Yeah, Diet Coke just does not work as a diet drink. Like, whenever I drink pop, it's mainly sugar-free stuff now. And the reason I do that is because I actually like drinking pop, but I'm aware that the sugariness is not good for you. And a lot of sugar-free or zero drinks now, especially in the UK, are really good. Like Aldi do a Dr. Pepper version, and it's really, really nice. Like a lot of the fruit, I think like Apple Tango is sugar-free now, is it? And it's still really good. He ain't wrong though. He is not wrong. Diet Coke is piss water. It's rough. It's one of those drinks where even when it's the last kind of option and you're really thirsty, you'd still just think, you know what, I'll wait. Like, the more I drink it, the more it annoys me of how bad this drink is. It's like, how have you done this? Coke Zero's not as bad. Coke Zero's okay, but... Indeed. Down with Diet Coke. Yeah, it's shit. It's such a garbage drink. Found out today, I forgot to tell the missus, that my kids are off on Thursday because they use their school for polling stations, voting stations. So in the UK, our elections are soon. We've got to vote for our next utterly shit government. It's like dipping your hand in a bowl of turds and trying to pick the one that doesn't have any sweet corn in it. That's basically what you're choosing. I was talking to one of the parents because it annoys me that the schools don't, their communication skills recently have been pretty piss poor. Because the last time they did this, it was for the local election, and my son was fuming because he had to go in because it was his SATs. He was flipping livid. But now that his SATs are finished, I don't think he has to go in this time. I think he can hang back. But he's got like 3 weeks left total. And he'll never be in primary school again. That's a bit of a headbanger. Some wild stuff, yeah. Indeed it is. Slightly off centre. What, with the camera? Oh. Sorry, it's because when I'm drawing here, I move it over to the left, but then I'll move over to this side and then I'll not move it back. But no, thank you for telling me. I keep forgetting to move it. Although the thing on my camera's moved, so the way that my one works, there's a bit under it, so I can tilt it like that. But the gap that I can tilt it is this side, not that side, so I can tilt it this way. So it's a little bit messed up. I need to readjust it. Oh, and it's gone upside down because you're a pain in the ass. Oh, the tilt on this phone is a fucking nightmare. It's so sensitive. Like, even when you take pictures with it, like, even though you're looking through it and it looks bang on, it just doesn't, like, it flips it. It's so annoying. Well, hopefully that's a bit better. There you go. I forgot which bit I was drawing. I think it was over here somewhere. You have ribs, you lucky, lucky man. Flipping love ribs. I know I was going over here, wasn't I? I'm just going to give my hand a rest a minute. Okay. Don't quite know what to do. Yeah, I've had that feeling a lot. That's why I do the scrapbooking. Just scribble nonsense down. Oh, come on, camera. Give me a break, will you? Thank you. This bit's getting me. Right, I'll move it over here because I don't know what to do there. I'll finish this side. Haha. Bit at the back. Put my music back on. Kind of stuck as to where to go here. Do I do middle or... Back again. Welcome back. I'm stuck. I don't really know what to do here. Do I want to center it? I'll line it up that way. I don't know what to do. Snackage to the max. I'll do, yeah, this. Pink lemonade, what choice. Pink lemonade is genuinely really good. I really like pink lemonade. Let's put my iron brew back in. I was going to save my iron brew for tomorrow, but I might have it tonight and just get another one. Live life, there is more iron brew. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Some serious drainage is happening outside. What stench. Ugh. Now I'm done with my ribs, I'll throw my hat in the snack wars. Oh, you dirty, dirty man. Oh, banana. Do you know what? Banana milkshake's my favourite from Mackie D's. What brand is it? That's just pure filth. That's what that is. You fight dirty in the snack wars. Some fish hooking and eye gouging going on there. Pure filth. Alright, Ernie, how's it going? A Yazoo, yeah, Yazoo. You cannot go wrong with a Yaz. Good brand. We were just having a snack off. Battle to end all battles. Do you know what? I quite like the composition of this. I know it's not like the thickest, but it looks more kind of ship-like, if that makes any sense. I'll fill in a couple of bits here. Cheers, Vinny. Yeah, it does look. It's not just like a block. It is more like an actual ship. I'm just trying to think what to do. I'll just fill in some more dottage. yeah, just let me just. Let's have a think here. What can I do with this background, do you think? Do you know what I think I'm going to do? Something I've not done before yet. Oh, this could fuck it up though. So, what I'm thinking here is there was a drawing I did before. I'll show you it. And I really liked what I did with it. Let's see if I can find it. I'll be uploading like a ton of... Oh God, I need to still upload these for God's sake. Right. I'll show you what I mean. Let me just pack these two away first, because before I break them. It was one I did recently. I'll show you what I mean. Get in there. Bear with me, folks. Okay, so it was this one. So with this one, what I liked is I did the sort of intricate bits in the middle and then the big sort of squares around it. So this is what I'm thinking. But whereas this looks like it's part of the ship, my logic here this time round is to kind of do bigger shapes here as if they're part of an even bigger structure surrounding it, and this is kind of docked to it, so it'd be like wires hooked up to it. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So like if I do a big sort of square here and it's kind of hooked up and a big one there and then one down here, and it's like it's hooked up to something around a freighter. Yes, thank you. So this is like a smaller ship hooked up to a big freighter. That's what I'm thinking. In fact, fuck it, I am doing it. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. Steam users spent $19 billion on games they never played even once. Yeah. No worries, Cube. Thank you so much for tuning in. You crack on with your Rocket League. I'll be heading off. I'll be heading off for gaming after this. Take care, buddy. Hopefully see you on Sunday if I'm on, or back on Monday as per usual. Yeah, the amount of games I have on Steam that I haven't played is disgusting. I'm not even going to bother looking at the Steam summer sale. There's too much that I want. I don't even want to check my wish list. Wish list? Wish list. Wish list.
Sandra, would you like to try this one? Sandra?
Whoops. Oh, nice, you got it back. You got it back. What am I doing talking like that for? That's good news. Oh. Right, we're done here, folks. I quite like this one. A docked ship. I quite like it. It was open on my phone's Spotify app. Ah, okay. You got it back at least, though. That's the important thing. Oh my god. God, my back feels utterly crunched.
No! What did I say? No, I said leave them there and eat them.
Oh. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. A little bit different. Like I say, the main ship bit itself isn't massive, but I like the kind of overall aesthetic of it. But that's me done today. Like I say, I know I keep saying I might or might not be on a Sunday, but the last 4 weekends I've been doing something, so it's been an absolute pain in the ass over the last month of weekends. But hopefully tomorrow I'm doing Jack. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I'm staying in, watching telly, playing games, and then Sunday I might get some scribbles down. I might do some streaming. But as for today, a good 2 hour sesh. How long have I been on? 2 hours and what? 2 hours 20. It's a bit of a long one today. But I do hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for popping in. P, Uni, Dadan Kub. Always good to see the usual gang of riffraff in the house. Yeah, keep an eye out Sunday. But Monday I'll definitely be back with another one of these. Kind of getting through them now. What are we on, 52? 53 on Monday. No worries, my man. No worries, guys. Thank you so much for popping in, and I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Enjoy your weekend.